Hello? Anybody there? Great. This is just what I need. One time I decided to spend Passover somewhere else. It's at someone's creepy house. Hello? Hello? Alright, forget it, man. I don't have time for this. Hello? Anybody there? Yeah, this place is creepy.
Hey dude, you got any food?
What? No, I don't have any food. No, who are you guys?
Well, I'm the simple son, and this is the son who doesn't know how to ask. Are you the chef?
What? No, I'm not the shit. No, my name's the Wicked Son. I won a contest.
Oh, cool. We won a contest too.
No, it isn't the Wicked Son.
What's up, wise son? Shouldn't you be polishing some rocks somewhere?
Actually, I already finished polishing my rocks.
The beauty of a mitzvah is it's not what you need.
What he needs. What he wants.
So a hungry man knocks on your door. He says, "Can you please give me something to eat?" And you say, "No, I don't need this." I know you don't need it. I know you don't need this. I'm the one who's starving here. So you want to give me a sandwich or no? So no, I really don't need this. That's why tzedakah is a mitzvah. Not good for you. Not good for you. It cost you. So where did God get lost in the picture? You got to do this. You got to do that. How come you're not doing this? Who's speaking here? Whose voice am I hearing? And like you say, most people grow up saying, "Oh, it's the voice of the community." I don't worship a community. Unless they're my community, who do what I wanted.
Yeah, that's called a cult. So
That's right.
it'd be kind of nice, but
Or just any,
yeah.
my gang. If it's my gang, okay, but...
Right.
And this affects marriage. You get married, your wife needs one thing, you need something else. Well, might as well get divorced. It's over.
Right.
So your wife says, I really need you to do this, and you say, "No, I don't need to do that." And I really don't need to do that. I've never done that before I got married. I had never even heard. My mother never did that. My sisters don't do that. You're weird. So I'm not doing it.
Right. Obviously, there's a failed marriage right there. Right.
It never took off. It's like she doesn't really exist to you, unless she fits your pattern. So to get out of yourself, which we desperately need to do because it's depressing.
Sure.
What are you depressed about? Any person, I'm depressed. What are you depressed about? Well, my mother, my father, my baba. No. You're depressed about yourself because you are the most depressing thing in life. Every person depresses himself.
Right.
Because, what the heck am I doing? That's it. I'm already depressed. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I got to go find myself. I'm depressed. Nobody bothered you. Nobody said anything. And you're already depressed. Because hanging around is depressing. We're human beings. We're not trees. So the fact that I'm here, that is so depressing. Unless you tell me that there's a good reason. Now I'm interested. But the fact that I'm here, it's depressing. And I think that that's what good humor is made of.
I think there's a lot to that, yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
nothing weird has to happen for life to be funny.
You just make it funny.
It's already funny.
Yeah. True.
Oh, so you were born. That's funny.
Pretty ridiculous, yeah. I'm attached to this thing. What's going on here? What's happening? Use it as a bracelet, what's going on? That's really interesting.
Like an infant is born,
Yeah.
a newborn baby. He's crying, he's screaming. What? you came here to complain?
All right, you can. Yeah.
Already you're complaining?
Go to your room. Yeah.
Keeps you up at night, makes all sorts of ridiculous demands. He's really not polite at all, never says thank you.
No, a crybaby. Not a great house.
Yeah, children are so innocent, they're so nice. No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're not at all. No.
They're
cruel human beings.
Yeah, destructive little monsters.
That's interesting. But what you're saying is really true. But how come? It just people. There's so many people today that are looking for meaning in their life.
Yeah.
There's such a lack of meaning, and.
Simple meaning. We're not talking about philosophical,
just anything.
deep and profound.
I don't know what's up. I'm kind of depressed. You were saying before, and with yeshivas, with schools, etc. Because all this is a huge, it's a huge thing, and we're not taught to think about it at all. We're not taught to, we're taught to. You just have to believe it, and if you don't believe it, then there's something wrong with you. And that's what a lot of people growing up today feeling.
So in the process you're going through, like, who is God? Why am I unhappy without Him? What, to believe that God exists, I don't see the point. Either He does or He doesn't. Why are you asking me whether I believe there's either life on Mars or there isn't? What are you asking me?
Right.
Well, you think there's life on Mars? No. Oh, maybe yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What is your opinion doesn't count. Either there's life or there's not life. You think there's a God? What's the difference? And if that's what the whole thing is about, then leave me out. I'm not interested in this. But if you say, if God has something for me to do, I'm listening. Do I believe He exists? Totally irrelevant. I don't care if He exists. I care whether He has something for me to do. Because if He has something for me to do, I know why I'm here. And then I don't want to do it.
But my life.
But at least I know why I'm here. And I'll do it tomorrow. Next week.
Yeah.
When I get older. When I have to. When I'm old.
I got kids.
When my kid, yeah, so people always do that.
Right.
I know what I have to do, and that's really wonderful. But I'll delay it as long as I can.
Yeah.
But just the knowledge itself makes a huge difference. And then if I can move myself from my comfort zone to actually doing what He needs of me, I'm in the groove. I'm where I belong, doing what I should be doing. The greatest feeling in the world.
But what do you think? I mean, there's obviously this issue here in the community, and what is there to do? Are there things to do? What can we do?
Exactly what you're doing.
Well, sitting and talking?
No. Find your God. Yours. Not the God of Brooklyn.
Right.
Your God. This is my God. Elokeinu.
How do we tell that to people? How do we tell that to kids? Well, kids are young, 13 or 14. They're not even sure that they're supposed to be looking for God.
And yet, every day they're told, do this for God, do that for God.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not even told that. They're just told to do.
It's a wonder you don't teach it at any of these yeshivas, boy.
I dread the thought.
Oh man, yes, it's that's a little bit scary. But that's interesting what you're saying. I really like what you're saying.
The theme of Pesach. He took us out of slavery. You know how He took us out of slavery? He made demands. He came and He said, you got problems? Yeah, messed up, being driven like that, worked to the bone, you got a lot of needs, right? So do I. Want to switch? Want to do for me what I need? that took us out of Egypt, that took us out of slavery. Because slavery means I'm stuck. I'm here, I don't know why. I got to make the best of this life. Sometimes it's difficult. I don't even know why I'm bothering. God comes along and says, oh, but I need you. Okay, I'm free. That's it. I've been liberated. I don't have to wallow in my needs. And that's why you see something very often, a person who's depressed, and the therapist says, why don't you volunteer to help people who are really in trouble? And that's it, they're not depressed anymore. Get out of yourself, do something bigger, and you're liberated. You're not petty anymore. You're not tiny anymore. So the biggest favor God does for us is to tell us what he needs. Because if he doesn't need, we're stuck. So here I am, I'm starving. What am I supposed to do?
I don't need this. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
In all years of yeshiva, did you ever hear that concept that God needs your misses?
No, not a lot. It wasn't. A little bit. I'm sure I heard it, but it wasn't really enforced. Wasn't talked about a lot. That's what I think the biggest issue is for a lot of people today. It's really like amazing that you're sitting down and talking to people who are interested in asking. You know, I think there's a lot of young people today that they want to ask these questions, but there's just nowhere to turn to. There's no people to talk to. You know, and yeshivas are not the place to do it most of the time. I think we're starting to see some push, like places like Wilkes-Barre, places like Jets, and I think even yeshivas a little bit too. But just, you know, I think that's a good thing. But
it's not a good thing if you wait until the kid is frustrated.
Right.
Now you're fighting.
Sure.
Now you're fighting with him.
Sure. Okay.
Now he doesn't want to hear what you say.
Right.
Because now he's upset. Why haven't you told me this? What have you been giving me all these years? Now you got to go fix it.
Right. Okay. So that's a really brilliant thing that you're saying right there, right? Like, why can't we talk to kids and educate kids
the right way to begin with?
Yeah. I think it's just a fear. I think people are so afraid that people are not going to be religious anymore that they forget why it's important to be serving God in the first place. You know.